TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today that's going to be some hard chow. 31-year-old woman gets impregnated by a 13-year-old boy. If it was the other way around, we know exactly what would happen, but in this story, the woman doesn't even go to prison. So please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
Today's topic.
Action investigation. A 31-year-old woman who admits to having sex with a 13-year-old boy and then becoming pregnant with his child won't face any jail time under a plea deal with prosecutors.
Adam Serrano gave birth to a baby boy. She admitted to having sex with that 13-year-old. The victim's mother, who we're not going to identify in this story, tells us she is not happy with this deal offered to a woman she says ruined her son's life.
Okay.
What's the deal?
No jail time.
And you do what?
Well, they're probably going to do probation. They're probably going to do some supervised. You're on offenders list. I didn't know you could be on offenders list and have a child.
First thing first.
That's crazy. This is crazy. Crazy. How is she not facing any jail time for raping the 13-year-old boy? And not just that, getting pregnant? Oh my God. Like, how is this allowed? How is this allowed? We hate men so much when men do anything wrong. Like, we view men in all this light now. When a woman does something wrong, it's a one-off thing and we just don't seem to care. This is more than a one-off thing. We've seen many stories of older women sexually going after younger men. And we're talking about under 18-year-old, unlike when we talk about men dating younger women. So this is becoming a problem.
Am I the only one that thinks that's kind of weird? Imagine being put on an offenders list and also being allowed to keep your kid. Is that a thing?
I mean, if the offender is a woman.
I may be unaware. I actually don't know how this shit works.
That's crazy.
Because there's plenty of offenders, I'm pretty sure, who do get to keep their kids.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, yeah. First thing first, you have to understand one thing that pops up in their mind. It was sexual assault, even though if there was intercourse and it was a kid. Because in the law, for certain people, for certain states, for certain places, it's only men that can rape. It's only men that can, and since it was consensual or whatever.
Wait, you just said all that, but I actually don't even know. Is that true? Are you sure?
In some place, well, because of the way the law is made, because it's written that it's a penis.
Right, but that's not like that in America.
It depends of the places.
I think it's like penetration is what they define as.
But penetration by what? Because if it's not the member of, so if it's fingers, it's not going to be considered grape because it's
I actually don't know this.
It's not grape. In some places it has to be penis.
Okay,
you know what I mean,
I'll take your word for it.
But or you could check.
No, I'll take your word for it. It's fine. Keep going.
Depending on where you are, so it could change. So there's that. So it was assault. Like if it was a man doing that, it would have been a whole lot of charges.
A rap.
So and then after that, the no jail time is a mess, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
I mean, you have to imagine. This 13-year-olds at school eating PB and jelly at lunch. Tim, how's your son? That's wild.
You don't even
as a 13-year-old, like that's crazy to be a dad.
Yeah,
that's
13.
insane.
You don't even eat your own. You don't even do your own lunches, but you're gonna eat your teacher's lunch. That's crazy.
See, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just like theory crafting right now. Are all these older, lonely women are going to start doing this to younger men just to get children out of them? Is this what society of women are going towards? Being predatory like they always blame men being? Because this is pretty disgusting. Me at a 30-something marrying an 18-year-old is different than a 31-year-old having sex with a 13-year-old. They barely got to puberty.
You know what else?
13.
If she gets to keep the kid, think about this. Think about this. Think about that. That being said, The grandma wants to see her grandchild. She got to visit her child's rapist back in Barbados eating coconuts by the water.
I was picking coconuts in Barbados.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know.
You're foul.
So, that being said, coconuts by the... That being said, this is actually a serious topic. But
It is.
But it's
No, think about it, though. You want to see your grandchild, you got to go see your child's rapist.
yeah. Yeah.
Your child want to see their kid, they got to work out an agreement with your child. Well, it's going to be what's on the grandma because she's going to be the one who's going to have to do a lot of this middlemaning. But that is insane. She has fucked up this kid's life.
Talking about no reproduction rights right here. None. He's a 13-year-old that got raped. And he doesn't get to keep his kid. The woman has full custody. What the fuck?
In so many ways.
Imagine-
Forget childhood. It's like he's a kid having to raise a kid. But he's not even ready to raise a kid. Like, he's never going to go through that 18 to 24-year-old phase where he's figuring life out. You got to be a parent right away.
Yep.
It's already one crazy thing to do that, to not even wear protection, to not even do that, like to fuck up his life that way, and for her to get 0 jail time.
My girl, you are sick and demented, my girl. There's issues there. There's issues.
She fucked up his life. She fucked his life up. And whoever the prosecutor is, like, this is a smoking gun. She's too old. You got the sperm. This is what I suspect. I think the reason why they did the plea deal, and this is my suspicion, is because who's going to take care of the kid?
I was thinking about this too.
I can't go to jail. I can't birth the kid in jail.
Yeah.
And I can't take care, like, I gotta take care of the kid.
That's the only thing. Because if this was a woman, I don't think they would. If this was a man who had done this, I don't think
he'd
they
be
would
done.
have shown him anything.
Life in
Of course not,
prison
at all.
for sure.
I think it's because of that.
As she is not happy with this deal offered to a woman she says ruined her son's life.
I feel like my son's robbed of his childhood. Now he's having to be a father. He's a victim, and
This is gonna be the whole watch. This bitch is gonna ask for child support. I fucking see it. Watch the next like when this kid turns 18, he's gonna owe back child support of fucking 5 years. I swear to God, if it's gonna go that way, I'm about to fucking burn some shit down.
he's gonna have to live with that for the rest of his life.
This mother says watching her son struggle with the reality he now faces breaks her heart.
What has this been like for your son?
It's caused him a lot of depression. He's shut down a lot.
Now she questions why this woman won't face prison.
See, it's fun and games for women until it happens to your son, or happens to your brother, or your loved one. Then women start to see, oh shit. But before that, they're all sisterhood united.
In time.
I feel like if she was a man and he was a little girl, it would definitely be different.
It
They
would be. It
seeking
would be.
incarceration. And I feel like because she's a woman, they're not. They're having compassion for her because she was pregnant. But I don't think they take into play, again, she was pregnant by a child. You know, that child was created from a sexual abuse.
Under terms of the plea deal the suspect signed off on, she'll be required to register as a sex offender, and the judge could sentence her to 10 years to life of sex offender intensive supervised probation. But Serrano will avoid any jail time since the DA's office dropped the original charges to a lesser charge that does not come with mandatory jail time.
That's crazy.
Don't trust anybody, honestly. I mean, you can't trust any.
This is when you get simp judges fucking giving these women such stupid ass plea deals, or simp fucking prosecutors, or whatever the fuck law is fucking involved with this. You know, like, what the fuck? You know, if it was a man, he would have gotten fucking life.
Anybody now.
The victim's family says they are looking for the next step.
Also, it's the victim's
The fixed family.
Because the prosecutor is not trying to do that.
No.
Yep.
But the thing that happened is if she doesn't get custody of the kid, walk your ass to jail.
I agree.
Walk your ass to jail.
They're not changing the plea deal.
No,
They've
they're
already
not
made
gonna.
the
They're
deal.
not gonna change that once it's made. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
The victim's family says they are looking for the next steps in this case, and they'll actually ask the courts to give custody to the 13-year-old of this baby.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Adam and Lindsay,
That's going to be such an amazingly hard battle to prove that the 13-year-old has better resources and is a better parent than the 31-year-old. Fuck. I'm trying to think, like, what can they even use to argue other than the mom, the grandmother, like helping take care of the things? It's like the kid is such in a fucking hard rock, like a rock in a hard place. It's ridiculous. I feel for this kid, you know, like as a man, you know. I hope doesn't become the norm, and this isn't like a future trend of women because they get old at those ages and they want kids, and the only way they're gonna get kids is by just getting themselves impregnated by young men and kids that don't know better, pretty much.
What we do know is that Serrano has a hearing coming up in May where she will learn how much probation time she'll have. Currently, Serrano has full custody of the baby. Back to you.
That is crazy.
Stupid.
This story might be the most crazy story I think I've read on this channel. Imagine being able to grape someone, get out of jail because you're pregnant, and also get to keep the baby as an offender of underage.
Yeah, there was another story like this like a year back where she came out of jail and then sued the kid because he became an adult for child support. So I better not fucking see this shit happen with this case. I'm going to follow this case. And I'm going to be fucking upset if that shit starts happening.
Baby, baby, it's a wild world.
Any thoughts? Go ahead, hit him.
It's like, what do you want me to say at this point? There's so much things and so much depth in this. Just the fact that she's a woman, yeah, plays in part. The fact that they like, yeah, she has to have custody of the kid, a whole ass offender. It's like sometimes these story makes you think, am I the only one that's saying and see that there's a problem in there? They don't see the problem. They just think it's
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you looking for?
Susan, any more info?
It's just crazy. Now we don't know what was the relationship. Like, I assume it was a teacher, right?
I also thought it was a
But
teacher.
They didn't mention that, so it's
yeah, they
probably
didn't
not
say
even
anything about
a
it.
teacher.
Because the
And when
last one was a
said,
teacher.
She got neck tattoos. I don't think she's a teacher.
Yeah, and then she said you can't.
She got neck tattoos.
You can't trust nobody. So it's possible that it's someone close to the.
It generally
Usually
is.
is.
It generally is someone close. It's just I don't know. I can't. I don't.
Oh wait! Run that shit back. Her name is Serrano. Okay, they didn't say the name of the kid. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought at some point.
I think they're probably just not mentioning how she met him or whatever to protect the kid's identity.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're a child, they're a minor. And it doesn't really matter. I think at the end of the day, most people who offend do it to people close to them. That's how vast, like 95% of all these things go. It's rarely strangers. So that's why she probably said you can't trust nobody because it's in relation to that. But I don't know. What do you want me to say, man?
Man, that Chow was so infuriating when I fucking saw this story this morning when I woke up. I don't blame women. I actually don't blame women on this. I blame the system, and I blame how the system perpetuates putting women on a pedestal and men to the ground. Look, the man can't even defend himself at 13 years old. Yet the law is going against him at 13 years old and still favors the woman that sexually assaulted this man or this boy. He's not even a man yet. And he gets no jail time? And she has full custody of his kid? This woman is going to destroy this kid's life with this kind of fucking power. What the fuck? Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. It's chow time.